So, okay. Okay, so let's get started. On the spot. To left, to right. Okay, normal running again. So 10 left, 10 right. Running again. You can do some jabs. Make sure it's horizontal. Not this. It's not changing much. So a little uppercut. Okay. Loosen up. So, wrist rotation. 5 times in the other direction. Ankle rotation. Also 5 times. Make it as long as possible. The circle must be big as possible. Okay, loosen up. So, lift the heel and slowly down, and slowly down, and slowly. So now let it fall like this. Keep upper body straight. Okay. So wrist stretching. First the back of the hand, not the finger, back of the hand, and then you pull, and then the other arm is pushing. So just count to 10. Not too long, just warm up. So now the finger, and then the palm away from me. This hand is pulling, and this hand pushing. Okay, so like this. For the other hand. So also the thumb, you put it in the middle of the palm, and then push to the other direction, so that this muscle is stressed. Not like this or this direction, but like this, so this muscle is pulling. Just a little bit. Okay. Shoulder rotation. Other direction. So arm swing like this and out. And then if you reach the limit, like here, you turn your fist outside. So the forearm is also stressed. So 10 times you do that. And then this way. So loosen up. Now running again. Now double jumping. Now we'll do 10 jumping jacks. and then switch, and switch. Now double switch, again, again. So the other side, double switch. And on him again. Come down, slowly. So, hands together, and comes up. So keep the elbow really tight, so feel the tension in your back muscle. So palms down, up, and it's the same, but a different area of muscle will be activated. So now I go outside like this. I see my palm is not like this, but still pointing down, and keep it tight. So feel your back pressing together. Let's warm up the muscle for the punching. It's all coming from the back, the hip, and the legs, not the shoulder, not the arm. Okay? Now put the hand together like this. Don't let it fall. Raise up to one shoulder, fall, raise up to another shoulder. And 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? So, finger, good grip, like this, each finger for itself, not like this, but really try to squeeze an orange or something, and then whole arm tension, and then relax. So, breathe in, and breathe out. So the tension you should feel from here, through back, and to this hand, both sides, and then hold back, okay? And breathe in, and out. And breathe in, and out. So now the crane, breathe in, and out. Breathe in, and out. With some muscle tension, you need oxygen. You need to breathe in. And then relax. Okay? So, now we can do our punching. Okay? So, I go to the stand, and then forward, backward. Right? So make sure one leg is pulling up, and then now this leg pulling up. This leg is on the toe, this leg is on the toe. Okay? So, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? So the other side, 1, 2. So the body is not tilting like this, but stay center, stay balanced. Balance is the key, breathing is the key. Okay? So now I go with a little jab. When I go in with my leg, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? So when I punch, I actually grab like the exercise before, but just for half a second or very short time, like this. Okay? And the hand is open actually. And then grip, and then it's already gone. Okay? So for this side, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? Loosen up. So now throw the ball, right hand first, and then turn, and make sure you're using all your joints. Make sure you're rotating the hip. You see the weight is this leg, and then it goes to the other, and then through the ball, and again, and again. Okay? Important thing is not to squeeze the muscle when you punch, but to release energy, so improve the relaxation. Okay? So the other hand, and with this exercise, you make sure all your joints are loosened up, and you don't punch like this and you're blocking yourself, but if you punch that, your natural hip knee rotation is there, and it's not your own body self-weight punch. Okay? So now, like this, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So you see my weight is following the focus of my hand. This hand travels first, and this hand comes with him, and this open, this close. This open, this close. Open, close. Open, close. Open, close. We will have the jab cross. Jab cross. Jab cross. Jab cross. And then we'll have the weight distribution from one side to another. Okay? So let's loosen up, let's relaxation. So we'll go one side and then 1. Okay? Not like this. 1 and 2 turn out. It's also possible, it's a possible combination. It can also be a hook. But now we'll just do the 1, 2. Okay? Only the jab pass. So you have only this rotation, and then back, and then this rotation, and then back again. Okay? See my hip, not turning back too much, not do it like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is hard. We do not do it. Too mechanical, but loosen up. Okay? And down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? The other side, so you turn in like this. Jab cross. 1. Yes? 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? So if you do it, the other hand, come back, and then you switch the hand. Like the coordination exercise we do, or like the chain punch. So one hand is always on the guard and to punch. Okay? And keep that in mind that this hand is not dead. It should be a living hand, okay? Not a dead hand. So, now the second punch is the hook. Okay, we do another punch today, the body shot, and uppercut also, and the overhead. Okay, you see this different angle possible to make with punching. Okay, so the hook first, so it travels actually sideways, and then those 2 knuckles is going to punch. That's why I'm pointing out my finger so I see where my punch is actually going. And then if I close my fist, you don't always see which part of the fist make contact. Okay? That's why sometimes we train with open hand, but actually just to define the path you're punching. Okay? So we do it with a jab and then hook. Notice the weight distribution. Okay? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I only did 6 times. This one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? So when I'm here, go with this, and then try to pull it over in this direction. Like this. Like this, okay? And then when you're here, you try to pull this direction. Or you should feel the tension here, to the back, to the hip, to the leg. And this tension is actually a hook. So It's not coming from the shoulder, but also from the back if it goes in like this. Okay? So now we do the body shot. Body shot is just like hook, but a little bit lower. Okay, so it goes more like the chest or the stomach area. If you don't go down to the knee, okay? But not like this. This is not a punch. Okay? So we do it in the neutral stance first. A few times, just so you can see you see it's always about round, being round, making circles with your body. Okay? So now we go with the jab body shot with a little more step in than before. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then I'm like here, I'm not arm not straight, arms bent, okay? All the wrong punches. They are not that much far away, but they don't have that big range. That's why you have to have a good footwork, okay? So this side, so jab, and then body. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then you can use the tension in your core muscle and turn the frame, and with the turning you can add in different punching, okay? So, but first the basics. And now the uppercut. So when we're here, we do the uppercut like a body shot. Most people, they mix it up a little bit. Uppercut is more like an elbow is more tight. Okay, so the knuckle is pointing more up, not like this. Okay? So it's like, that's why we try it with these. Okay? So it's like here, 1, 2, 1, 2. You see the Tai Chi ball exercise? For this, and for this, they also can be done with the ball in your hand. Okay? Like this, and this. So when I'm holding a ball, I have to make sure that it stays between my hands. So the coordination of the hand will be trained. So one hand is going back to the cover, and the other hand is punching. Okay? 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay? So now we make the jab uppercut. Okay? So 1, 2. Okay? 1, 2. So I only make one step. Okay? Not like this, and now another step. Okay? So it's like when I'm starting the step, I start with the jab, not like this. But when my foot is moving, my hand is already, and then already go to the uppercut. Okay? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So this side also 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we do the punching in the neutral stance again. And notice that we do not stop the punch at an imaginary target. That's why shadowboxing is a lot about self-control. Okay? So if a lot of people punch back and then stop like here, but I have to go all the way through. Here, because the natural stretching of my muscle is very important, so it can generate more power if you punch. And then if you punch the opponent here, it stops you, but your muscle actually moving past this point, it generates more power. Okay? And very important is also to loosen up, to relax. If you tense, you punch very sharp. If you relax, okay, then it becomes more fluid. So also in punching boxing, we talk about the flow, like just like IG. Okay? So now I go to the neutral stance, and I do the Chun, so the jab and cross both, just like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, like 10 times. Now I do the hook. Now the body shot. So you can see my knee is moving. Okay, it's not that big movement because I'm punching here. If I punch there, then I move more. Okay, and then the stance is gonna change. But now it's just about the arm movement and the framework. Okay, so we can also do the overhead hook. So it's like this and this. So I have hook like this, the overhead is coming from this. So it's also this X, like the uppercut with the sword, and then this attack. Okay? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So now we can try different combinations. So now the basic combination is all 4 basic functions. So I have the jab thrust, hook, uppercut. Okay? So now I have to turn back, footwork. Now I have 1, 2, I turn in, turn back, and then turn in again. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now this count of 1, right? 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, let's do this side. So 1, okay, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? Loosen up. Okay? Now do some breathing exercise. Now you should feel a little bit the back muscle, the latissimus. Not the shoulder. If the shoulder is hurting, you pull up your arms too much. Relax more. Okay? So here we have 2 imaginary weight and breathe in. Now they disappear and breathe out. So here I'm pushing actually something upwards. And then relax. Again. You can also look up and then look down. And then breathe in and breathe out. So now, big weight both ways together, something 5 kilograms. Okay, now breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. So another breathing technique is like here, putting your hands together here, and then now open them up and pull them back behind the body as far as possible. Okay, like this, and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe. Okay? So also to feel the back muscle, you do like this, straight arms, okay? And now only move your back. You pull both arms back and then forward. And then back and forward again. So you should feel the whole back muscle moving, pulling together like this, and then pressing forward and stretching them. Okay? And then pulling can try another combination. This very famous combination is like jab, and then go in with hook, and then uppercut. Okay? So 1, 2, 3. Okay, this counts as 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? This side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So let's try the long punching again. Let's try the hook, the body shot, and the uppercut. Okay? So now I only do one side, only the hook, and then I do it without the hand. So I do that. So only concentrate yourself on the framework. Okay? And now only move this muscle right here. And try to feel inside of it what happens. Okay, now I do the body shot. Now I do the uppercut. Okay, now actually you're close in the cover, your defense, and then you turn, and then it opens up a little bit, and that's a punch. And turn, and then opens up, and that's a body shot. And turn, and then I open up, and then it's a counter. Okay? So like, bang, go back, and bang. Okay. So you combine it with the defense idea. So I attack, and then go back, and then attack again. Go back, attack again. It's like this, okay? So jab across, go back, and then go a little bit in a circle, okay? Always circling with your defense. So you can redirect the power of punching. 1, 2, and 1. 1, 2. 2. 1, 2. 1. 1, 2. 2. So that's the uppercut. So I attack, and then go back, make circle, and then go back in. 1. 2. 1. 2. And now you can combine the rotation of your defense with the next contact hand. Okay, so I tried a body shot again. So 1, 2, go back, and then counter. Okay, so 1, 2, go back, and counter. You can also try with the wheel. That's actually the crane. The way to train for the crane. You go with the weight, and then you switch your position, and then again, and then again, and then again. If you do 4 times, you make a big circle. The wheel stands. Okay. So again, with the body shot. 1. Okay. And then 2. Okay. Like this, you go attack, you go back in with defense like this. Foot is already moving forward, and then you go in and try to flank the opponent. The other side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And if we do not sanda we do without gloves, I actually try to grab the opponent and then hit him more with the knee. Let's do the second half. A little break for drink. do some condition punching, and then we go to the kicks. Okay? So, do not run on the spot like this, but go a wider stance, but still, always left, right. And then we do the cross coordination. So, my left leg is up, my right hand is punching. My right leg is up, left hand is punching. Okay? Like this. Okay? Just like we walk. When we walk, also left leg, right hand, right leg, left hand. Like this. You cannot roll like this. Not okay. So let's do little jabs first. Okay. So I do a little bit faster. Keep breathing. Breathe in slowly. Breathing out slowly. Breathe in slowly again. And out slowly again. And punch slowly. Always keep the breathing. And in 1, 2, 3, 4, out 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So little uppercuts now. And faster. Faster. And breathe. Breathe out. Jab, uppercut. Jab, uppercut. Okay, slow down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so loosen up. So right leg in the front. And turn. Your toes out, but you're turning on the heel. Okay, so 1 and 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, other side. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay? So now I pull the other leg to the front, not kick yet. Just pull the leg, how to move the hip first. Okay? So now the left leg in front and then back. So I'm almost completely sideways. Okay? So now 1. And go back. And then on the toe again. And 2. And go back. And 1. And go back. And 2. And go back. Okay, outside. And 1. And go back. And 2. And go back. And 1. And go back. And 2. And go back. So, loosen up a little bit. Remember, the kick is also not straight. It is more like this and this, but with legs. Okay? So it's not dying like this and then stiff. It's also relaxed. It's very important. Understand what is energy relaxation, energy releasing, and not squeezing in like with the weightlifting exercise you do in the gym. It's actually not good for punching. It's good for jiu-jitsu because you're holding something and you can squeeze. Okay? But not good for the far. So we kick with the left leg first, or the right leg in the front, and 1. Okay, let's see the vibration. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now the other side. Always relax. Always see if your stance is dead. If your stance is dead, like this, you cannot walk. If your stance is live, you can jump a little bit, walk a little bit, to the side a little bit. Okay? So it's tension, like a spring. Okay? Now I go like this, and 1. Okay? So, and 1. And 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. Okay? Hand movement very much variation depends on the technique. But we can combine it with the jab cross first, and then you pull, okay? That's our central application. So you have punch, 1, 2, and then you miss this counter, and you pull him back in to kick him. If it's too close, knee him, okay? So 1, 2, knee, or 1, 2, kick. But for both, you have to bring the hip to the front. You have the rotation, okay? Whether like this, doesn't matter. Okay? But let's first try the low kick. Okay? So it's 1, 2, and then kick. So when I go in for the thrust, I'm already opening up the first leg. You see? Now I'm already here, and then I kick. Okay? So I go to the front first. So 1, you see that? And 2, okay? So setting it up, and then you go in for kick. Okay? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So now on the other side, also same thing. So I set it up first. You can also do the hook or something. You know, to open yourself up like a jackknife, and then you close it. So that's open, and that's closed. You see also in some Chorifar, like this, or Honga, like this, also do the same. Keep trade rotation. Okay, so again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now let's do knee. First we'll warm up. Balance is the key. So bend your knee a little bit, keep your upper body straight. Okay? Not tilt with your body. That is a misunderstanding of knee strike, that you have to tilt back to knee. You're actually pulling your hip to the front. Okay? It's a whole different story. You're pulling this part of your body, dantian, to the front to knee. And not tilt back and to knee. Then you will lose your weight in the back. But actually, I'm keeping my weight balanced when I do the knee. So that's why we're trying to balance first, okay? So, but now it's left and right, okay? So I go this side, okay? Weight distribution, more weight, this more weight, now this more weight, and now I pull this, and then this again, and 1. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay? So, now I make a circle, and then like this, 1, and then this, 2, and now 1, okay? 2. You see, you have here 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? You can also go the other way and then see like this, and then like this. Because the hand movement is also making the circle, and then pull to the circle, and then come from the other side, now pull here. Okay? So you see everything is very round. That's very important to understand. Okay? So the first exercise is jab cross, and then you pull something down imaginary. You pull direct, okay? And do not pull with your finger, so do not grab something, and pull with your wrist. So we'll have this, and then wrist is coming down like this, like a double jump. Okay? Or with the elbow, like the fork. Okay, you have to actually this kind of pulling, very important. So 1, 2, 3. Okay? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, only 6 times this time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so loosen up. Now we do a little bit cloud hand, and now when I'm here, I pull like this way, and then when I'm here, I pull like this way. You see this crane all the way. So actually pretty easy. You just move the center line, see? You move your right hand to the left side and then pull here with your elbow, not with like this, with your elbow down like this. And then now the left hand to the right side and then pull like this. Okay? So you make actually a big straight line here and here. So you have the X again. So you can do like this, 1, okay, 2. So now this very straight movement. But actually I can do it more round movement. It's actually the same technique, you see, because it's the diagonal knee strike, not a front knee strike like this. You see, people go like this, very easy to lose your center. I grab him and I go to the side. I grab him and I go to the side. Okay, we can also make this work with the wheel step. So, step like this, okay, and then like this. So to the left and to the right. So this leg, there's no left, no weight left on it, so I can use it for the whole way. Now this one solid, this one hollow. Okay, so I go to this side, 1. And I go to this side, 2. And I go to this side, 1. I go to this side, 2. So you see, and then the hand movement very primitive actually. You just both clap down like this, and then both clap down like this. So, but most people they clap like this. Actually, it's more like, so the elbow is not, the arm is not straight, right? Arm always bent like this, like this, like this, and then okay, exit, and then go knee, and go hook, whatever. So see, many elements from Tai Chi is being used in Sanda and kickboxing already, but it looks differently. But the feeling you get from the weight, the balance change, and the application, balance change, the rotation inside of it, this is the same. The motion concept is the same. Okay, but you have to train differently to make it work. Okay, so another knee exercise is not a strike in this case, but it's only coordination. Okay, so I go to the bent knee position, but this time both legs together, and then now outside rotation do 10 times. Okay. So inside knee rotation. Okay, so now I'm here, I go to the cover, and then I rotate my elbow. 1, 2, okay? And then you see, if you do this movement a little bit bigger, it becomes a cloud hand again. Okay, and a little bit wider. So when I go close, and then you see it looks like more time. The face wash, you see, or the washing hand. Now I do the outside rotation, I rotate to the outside, Now rotate to the inside. Okay? Now I rotate with one hand to the outside, one hand to the inside. So both hands not doing opposite direction like the first exercise, but the same direction. Both here or both here. So here. Now here. Like this. Then you see the resemblance of Tai Chi here. So this, and then go back in. I have counter and then counter again and then go back in. Alright? 1, 2, like this. Okay? So now we do the same thing with the knee. So see? So both knee move this direction. Right? Now both knee move that direction. I move my knee with my elbow together. So like the cloud hand section, because you see actual knee, elbow moving together. And then also the same section, the knee and elbow moving together. Knee, elbow, knee and elbow. Okay? So I go out, 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 out. And then the other hand is like here, like the cloud hand. You see, the other hand is close my middle, is closing my middle. Okay? It can be shorter, but when I do it longer, it looks like this, but actually also closing my middle. Okay? If you do it with weapon, it makes more sense. But if you do a hand-to-hand combat, I have to make everything a little bit smaller. So again, so out, 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 out. So now inside, so go in, go in. So also in the form is like this, and then go in. So I'm here, I go in, and then I go. So I'm actually closing my knee in this direction. Okay? So you see, closing, the closing, close, 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 close. Okay? Now we do one open, one close. Another one open, another one close. Look like this. So the open, close, open, close, open, close, and open, and close, and open, and close, and open, and close. You see where I'm going, okay? And then you'll find a little bit flow in this, okay? Not just this kind of exercise, but try to do it more slowly first, and then you can try with slow kicks as kick defense, and then you understand why your body moves like that, okay? So now we can do a side kick defense technique. Okay, so we'll do the kick from here. I close this side. Now I go for this kick. Okay, you see, kick coming here. I can with this, but if I'm standing with this leg in the front, and then this different or this different, this one. You see, this is also an exercise movement, but this is too straight. We do more circle, 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 circle. You see? Okay? So you circle in and then straight out. And then circle in again and then straight out. Can also be a middle kick, the kick from here. And then I go like this, to stop the kick here or here, like this. And this is the triangle concept, where to absorb power. Huh? Like this, and then the other one kick. When you are lucky, you can also, with this hand, you can catch the kick, and then you cannot walk away, and then you can go in for the side kick again. So, again here, 1, yeah, and 2. Okay, I already did it a couple times, the other leg, now, so 1, so 2, 1, so 2. 1. Okay, and 2. So kick into the standing knee inside of the knee. Okay, so now we have time for elbow. So the point elbow is coming like this, and then straight, only hit with one point. This side or this part doesn't matter because we're not hitting something hard. Try to hit his neck or this side or this, which is not hard, which is a soft spot. Okay? So actually I'm doing as a follow-up now from a hook, for example, and then go back in for the elbow. Okay, from the side looks like this. So 1, 2. So I do the hook with a step or without, and then you will go in with the elbow in a step. But now we're doing with the hook and a step. Okay, so 1. Okay, here. 2. 1. 2. You can also catch him and then hook him, and then he does not open up, and then there's actually an underlap, and then you open him up. There are a lot of checking hand and helping hand in those combinations, just not like 3 motion. You see 1 motion, 2nd motion, and then the 3rd motion, actually 6 motion. So you have to 1, and then already this one you can do motion 1, and pull it down to the hook. Okay, and then go back in. Okay, but now we're only trying to hit 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now the side elbow can be here, in here or here. Doesn't matter. Now we go like this, and then here like this, and here like this. So now you see this is also a Tai Chi ball exercise. Okay, now I go here. It can be outside or inside, doesn't matter. And then here, and 1 and 2. So we're making circles here. You see? Okay? And then start with the neutral stance, and then go to both stands on one side, and then to the other, traditional. Okay? So 1, 2. 1, 2. And bigger, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, so now you do the point elbow and side elbow together. You look like this. So 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Hitting, you're going to do the side elbow with this side of the elbow, the whole line actually. And then now I go back. Okay? So you have 1, 2. So opposite direction elbow. Okay? We try 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. So I'm here, and then I can pull like this. So you can here go in with the elbow and then pull with both hands. Because if you go with the elbow, he is going to block like here, and then now you can pull his arm and then elbow. Okay? You can also here and pull this one and go like this. Different kind of techniques. Okay? So you go here, and then you can go this, and then go here, closing, open, closing, open. And do the side view. So close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open. Okay? Now try the X, the diagonal, or the 55 degree. So see, some angles come very often in all systems. For example, the 55 degree. Trying to flank someone and hit from the 55 degree. Also the Wundang form. And then we go to the 55 degree. Okay, and then also the Chun elbow. This elbow, also the same kind of elbow. And now we'll try the easy version. So I go like this. So they make actually the same line. And the upper elbow is coming down. And now this one make the line, and the upper will come down. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So now we can also combine with the opposite elbow. So 1, 2, 1, 2. I do from the side for you. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? If you make with the step, maybe look like this. So 1, 2. Okay? Or like this. 1, 2. Okay? Many different kind of using. So go in with this, and then we can also make a cross step, whatever, that we can use as a follow-up technique. So we can try an easy combination. So I have jab cross, hook, and elbow in. Okay? So 1, 2, and now hook. The hook can come a pulling action, which pull the opponent back in. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And again. 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 Okay? So the other side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 1. Okay? 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. Okay? So now we can do a missed uppercut as a bait. So I can have 1 uppercut, and then now pull in, and then go back with the elbow. So you see? And then now I grab it, and then go in with the elbow. Okay? Can also be a knee right here, like this. Okay? And now I'll try the elbow first. So 1. You see also the Honga-like form. It's also the same concept with distribution, relying and stuff like that. So 1, 2. So the other side, up, and then now grab, and then now elbow. So 1, 2, 1. Yeah, and then we can combine different stuff. Okay? We can do another combination. Just once. Okay? So you have 1, 2, kick, hit, knee, elbow. Okay? So 1, 2, knee, you hit with a hook to go in the knee. Okay? So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a chain attack combination. Okay? It can be chained with anything actually. It has to be in the flow. And then you can combine other techniques. So the flow is more important than the combination itself. Okay? So try other side. 1, 2. Yeah? So kick, hook, and then I go into slow. Okay? Hope you had fun. But remember, it's not about the technique, it's about to better yourself, to know yourself, where everything's moving. Stay healthy, okay? And see you on Thursday.